Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode here on the MIgardener channel. I'm so excited for this episode because I know there are going to be a bunch of people out there, probably you, that can benefit from this episode. So what we're going to be talking about in this episode is 4 plants that you can grow in low light conditions. They're plants that require about 3 to 4 hours of sun. Any less, you're still going to have some problems, but I guarantee that most of you have at least 3 to 4 hours of direct sun. It's very nice to be able to get some nice herbs, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Those are going to be the 4 plants that we're going to touch on because there's 4 herbs that do great in low light conditions that I know you can grow. The first plant we're going to talk about is thyme. This is English thyme, but there's lots of different varieties of thyme out there. They do not need that much sun to grow. They are very fragrant, very delicious in cooking, and extremely easy to grow. They're drought tolerant and they really do not take that much care. They are a perennial and they don't need that much light, so they are a great one to grow in low light conditions. The next plant we have here is cilantro. Even though we have it in full sun here, cilantro does not require that much sun to grow. Cilantro will grow fine in about 4 hours of sun, believe it or not. It's a very delicious herb to grow. It's not a perennial, but it is extremely delicious in Mexican dishes, in guacamoles, salsas, tacos. We grow a lot of it here, but you can grow a lot of it too if you don't have that much light. The next plant that does very well are your basils. Basil do not require that much light. Again, they will like if you give them more light, but they will survive just fine in 3 to 4 hours. You have here a nice purple basil, a spicy glow basil. There's so many different varieties of basil you can grow, but they are very easy to grow. They don't require that much light, and they are super great in, again, pastas and soups and curries. You name it, it's delicious. On tomatoes with fresh mozzarella, you just can't beat the flavor. Extremely easy to grow, does not require that much light, and very expensive in the store. That's one of the things about these plants that we're talking about. They're easy to grow in low light conditions and they're extremely expensive in the store. So why not try to grow them in your low light conditions where other plants might not do so well? And the very last plant that we're going to talk about is sage. This is just a regular garden sage. They're very easy to grow and they actually grow well in low light conditions. This is actually going to be a little bit stressed here because they don't like this much sun, but there's really no shady spots in this garden. It's going to do fine, it's going to grow, but they actually don't really like the hot sun. They do better in an understory. So if you're someone who does permaculture, this is a great understory herb to grow underneath your apple trees or your fruit trees. And it's also great if you have just a windowsill herb garden that doesn't get that much sun. So there you go. There are 4 plants that are so easy to grow in low light conditions. I recommend everybody try them. And I'm going to give you a bonus plant. I don't have it here in the garden because it just would not do well. Too much sun. However, if I got some spots that would have some very low light conditions around 3 to 4 hours, I would plant something called miner's lettuce. Miner's lettuce is delicious and it does not like anything more than 3 to 4 hours of sun. Make sure it's direct though, but you're going to have a delicious, extremely nutritious, vitamin C rich plant that you can add to your salads. It is delicious in every way and it is so prolific. It self-seeds. It basically is considered a perennial because it will self-seed, drop its seed, sprout in the springtime. It'll be the first thing that comes up, and it is so good for you. It's a very rare plant that not many people are getting nowadays. They don't have it in supermarkets, and it's gonna be a good opportunity for you to grow something in low light conditions. Again, great in permaculture settings, great in a low light windowsill or underneath the patio where it might not get that much sun, just in like the last little bit of the day or the first little bit of the morning. And I know a lot of people struggle to find plants that go there and they want to try to put a tomato there and it just does not do well. And of course it won't do well in that much sun. They definitely won't do well. But I've given you some plants that you can do, that you can grow and have a lot of success with. So hopefully you'll try them. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you are learning something from these episodes. Remember to share them with your friends. That always helps me and helps them. So as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, hoping you all are growing big or going home, and I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.